Hello and welcome back to Yay Basketball, the basketball game show. Monday, May 8th, 2023, recording live from the Yay studio. I am your host and producer, Michael Padilla. Along with me today, I have one, Bob Aldrich.
Hey, y'all. Happy mates.
As well as Justin Moore.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you so much for joining us. No Trey today again. He will be back with us next week. We're sending our best to our brother Trey in a difficult time for him. Keep him in your thoughts. As always, thank you so much for joining us, everybody. We do appreciate it. Be sure to like, subscribe, rate 5 stars on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, share with friends, and follow us at Yay_basketball on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram.
Add me on the ground.
Last week, we played Swish or Miss, Free Agent Frenzy, YB Mystery Game, debated what constitutes a failed season in the NBA, and what we consider the greatest individual playoff runs of all time. It was a fun one, so be sure to check that one out if you have not already. Now, this is the basketball game show after all, so before we dive into our first game of the day, Justin, can we get a recap of last week's picks, please?
We can indeed. Michael, you had LeBron James under at 27.5 versus the Warriors. You were correct. He had 22 points, and that put you in first place with 23.50. Bob, you had Kevon Looney's under total rebounds, 14.5, and he had another 20-rebound game with 23 boards. I don't know how you didn't believe in your boy, but...
Well, you know, got to find myself a new loon god.
Yeah. That puts you in last place with 1,500 points. I had Bam Adebayo's over at 18.5 versus the Knicks. He only had 15, so I lost, but I am in second place with 2,000 points, and Trey got himself 250 points in his travel. So he's at 1750 in third.
Yeah, we're not going to dock Trey points just for being gone, especially since he's going through something personal at the moment. So we gave him a 250 to keep him in the hunt for the month, not to put him behind too much. And if you, listening or watching at home, want to keep track of all of those game picks throughout the month, be sure to hit the link in the description of this episode and join our chalkboard group chat. It is a fun and
free
way to support the show. Well done. If you're unaware, Bob is serving his punishment for losing the month of April by speaking in an accent all episode, and this is what you've chosen.
Yep. So, you know, down there, they call me Bayou Bob, but
do they?
It's a little bit of panhandle. Okay. You're going to get a lot of yeehaws, a lot of y'alls, and you know what? Just... You're going to see a lot, you know, like at a turkey dinner, you know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
With the crawdads even. Yeah. Just whatever you get down there.
Turkey and crawdads.
Hey. Touch the moss, you could say.
Touch the mouse!
All right. Well, let's get to it with our first game of the day, which is Over Under.
No, yeehaw.
This one is pretty straightforward. I will list a stat from around the league. You will then work as a team to determine whether the actual stat is over or under the given prompt. If you get it right, you get 100. If you get it wrong, I get the points for that round. Are you ready?
Yes.
Well, I don't see why not.
All right. Let's see. Round one. Devin Booker's 2023 playoff points per game average. Over under 37.5.
I do believe this is over.
Like, that number is over what it really is? Or the real number is
Oh, no,
over?
I believe the real number's over.
I believe the real number is under.
Oh.
No Trey this time to
What
vote between the two of you.
What incarnation do you think number he putting up?
36 something.
Doggone it, you think it's 36?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
I think it's under the, what'd you say, 37?
37.5.
Yeah, I'm going under. I'm going under hard.
All right, well, one thing I know is Mississippi moss grows south, so I guess we going under.
All right, under.
Under sugar.
Sugar. That is correct.
Woo! Yeah!
Yes, well done. The Phoenix Suns tied their series with the Denver Nuggets at 2 games apiece last night, thanks to their star duo of Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. How impressive has Devin Booker been so far? And now that this is a best-of-3 series, who makes the Western Conference Finals?
You know, that Devin Booker, I'll tell you. I've been watching him now in these playoffs. So impressive. Like you said, 36, was it?
36.8. Yep.
36, 8 points per game in the playoffs these days. absolutely asinine to think anyone would say someone is playing better than him in the playoffs. I know Jimmy Butler. I know Himmy Butler is there, but let's be honest. The things he done been doing with Kevin Durant on the floor as well. Listen, all they got to do is put Book in the point guard position, and then he can run the floor, run it down the floor. Listen, Kevin Durant's going to create that space. He's going to attract the defenders. But at the end of the day, if you leaving Kevin Booker open, if you leaving Devin Booker open.
Sounds like a kid you went to school with. Kevin Booker.
Yeah, so you leaving that Devin Booker open? Oh, Lord, he hitting that thing.
All right. Who wins the series? By you, Bob.
Well, certainly not DeAndre Ayton. God, he's horrible. But I'm going to have to go with Denver in 7.
Denver in 7. Justin?
Yeah, Devin Booker's been playing great. I disagree. I think, in my opinion, Jokic has been playing better this playoffs than Devin Booker has. When you average, 31, 13, and 9, that's pretty good. But I do still see Denver winning. Not Denver. Yeah, Denver winning. I said in 5 before, so they lost. So Denver in 6.
Okay. Heard.
That's how it goes. Denver in 6.
Yeah, it'll still be the Nuggets, but man, oh man, KD and Booker are giving it their best shot, aren't they?
That was something else. I'll tell you
sure
what. So what does that say? We were talking about this off the air, but what does that say about the league when you can just focus in on mid-range scoring as a whole, despite what we've seen with the Golden States and, with Philadelphia leading the league in threes this season? Like, is it actually the mid-range that is still the truth?
Well, it's having 2 really, really good players, I think. Both games 3 and 4, the Suns tried their darndest to give the game away, but they were able to hang on. Last night was a close one, really close. I was on the edge of my seat for what felt like the entire second half. Booker has been on fire. Those 2 pull-up threes towards the end of the third quarter, holy moly.
Real toenail biter, I'll tell you.
Really bite your toenails off.
Yeah.
Shout out to back from the dead Landry Shamet.
Oh!
Golly, he hit some big threes. He hit some big shots. Last week, Justin and I were talking about, after the show, about my feelings toward Jokic and how I just haven't seen him be the guy on a winning team and doesn't look like he wants it as bad as anybody else in the court. Last night and throughout this series so far, he's proved me wrong, and I'm thrilled about it. 53, 4, and 11 last night. You mentioned his averages, monster performance from the 2-time MVP. I think Denver gets back home and wins, but this might be going to a Game 7. I think this might be Nuggets in 7, which is not what I expected. I think I'd pick Nuggets in 6, which is still on the table, but it looks like it might go Game 7 because the Suns are putting up a darn good fight. So,
Michael, who do you have in a game in a 7-game series, Matt Ishbia or Jokic?
I would take Jokic, I think. It's been a while since Ishbia played.
In how many games?
I would say, if it was, are we talking 15 Ishbias, 15 Jokic's?
Mm-hmm.
Or just a one-on-one series?
No, just a one-on-one cage match style, like they used to drop down on top of Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Undertaker.
Yeah, I think that I'd probably still go Jokic. Just too big.
I
All right,
agree.
good job. 100 points to you.
Ishbia money long.
Ishbia in 7.
On to question 2 now. James Harden's total threes made so far in round 2. Over under 15.5.
Oh shoot! Well, I think this is under. I don't think it's by like a much, but at least by like 4 or 5.
I know in games 2 and 3 he was shooting. I think he shot like
game 1 he shot that thing. Game 2
and 3
and
he
3
shot
he doesn't
terrible,
know what to do with the
and
ball.
He shot well last game. I could see this being a 16. I could see it also see. I could see it being a 14. You know, I don't know. I will defer to your gut here. You said under?
I do declare under.
Under.
Under?
Under. Give it to me.
Yep.
That is correct. Yes. He has made 15 threes so far.
Wow, what a line.
He made 0 in game 2. So,
Yeah.
Okay, James Harden hit a game-winning 3 with 18 seconds remaining in overtime to give the Sixers a late lead and send the series back to Boston, tied at 2. We've seen ups and downs from Harden and the Sixers, so who comes out on top? And is Harden proving that he's not the poor playoff performer we thought he was?
Now that is an alliteration I can get behind, Michael. And great question as always.
Maybe I should have said the poor playoff performer we predicted.
Ooh.
I left it on the table.
No, that's why we do it live, sugar.
Failed the alley-oop.
Anyway,
to myself.
At the end of the day, we do have a James Harden that played well in game one. He went to Vegas in between game one and game two, or did he go to Vegas?
No, in between
before?
the series.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
that's so he has to go back to Vegas then, is what it tells me. Shoot, he needs to be going back in between every single game if he's going to be giving us a performance like that. So it just don't make no sense to me, though, to hear that this team, this Philadelphia team, has at least 7 to 8 players who can score the ball, but getting to the basket's difficult for them. Tobias Harris almost looks like he don't even want to shoot the damn thing, even though he's like 5 feet from the hole. And it's just difficult to watch Maxey and even Shake Milton honestly underperform in this series when they really should be right there with Joel and also with James. But James last 3 games, I don't know. I think it's a little bit of Boston figuring it out personally, but shoot, if it goes to overtime and James Harden hits a 3 like that, tough to overcome, even if you the Celtics.
Justin.
Yeah, I mean, James Harden's played great, kind of showing us that, not to get too deep into MVP talks, but like, the way Harden goes seems to be the way the Sixers go. He plays great, they win. He doesn't play good, they don't win. So it's been 2 great performances from him. These are the kind of performances we'd have to see a little more regularly to kind of turn the playoff perception around on James Harden. I'm not a firm believer in he's a huge playoff choker. I think he's played great in the playoffs, and his team has just kind of lost. But I mean,
I agree.
His playoff numbers are really good, but
yeah, but except in the big games and big moments, he's always found a way to fall apart.
It's a bit of recency bias as well. You know?
Yeah, but
so I mean, he plays great in the playoffs generally. So
he plays great in games 1 through 3 or in minutes 1 through 45. But he's notoriously mostly throughout his time in Houston fell apart in the clutch moments and clutch games. Yes, he had good stats for sure and had good games, but in time after time he found a way to turn the ball over or get blocked on a relatively open 3 by a 41-year-old or something. I mean, he's had these instances time and time again. But yeah, I mean, he's had a good showing so far in 2 of these games. The other 2 he's had 16 and 12. So
I mean, he's the reason they're still in the series. That's all I would say about it, I guess. He's the reason that they're still alive.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, he had a obviously single-handedly won them the game in game 1.
Yes.
And then him and Embiid went off last night, and he had 42 points and hit the late 3 in overtime to the game winner. Obviously, I don't know why Boston's doubling up on Joel Embiid from the wing to leave James Harden open, who had hit I think 5 threes up to that point. Little confusing kind of head scratcher there. But yeah, I give you these 2 are playing very well together. In the 2 games that they've won, one of them he was the sole reason, and the other, both of them went crazy together. So I don't think it's solely on James Harden, but yeah, he's played well so far.
Yeah, I'll say
that's all I had. Yeah.
Well, so
I don't know who this series is going to be. I think it's going to go 7 games. I don't know what's going to go on with this series. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, I've still got Boston, of course. I'm not jumping ship now. I mean, I've said this. I've had them all. I've had them all year to win the East. Celtics in 7 seems like the most likely outcome for me. As for Harden, like we mentioned, he's amazing at times and pretty bad at other times. 240 plus and also a 16 and a 12. I'm more worried though about Jayson Tatum than I am James Harden. What is going on there? He's been very inconsistent. They won game 2, even though he scored 7 points. 7 points. That's crazy to me. I thought this was the year that we would see Tatum ascend to like best player in the world level of play, and he is not. He's still playing hard and making his presence felt on both sides of the ball, but he's just not being the dominant Tatum that we've seen before. I really thought this would be the all right, we're going to the finals on my back no matter what kind of season, and he hasn't shown it so far in the postseason.
Well, I think in the regular season, no doubt, he showed us that.
Yeah, but that's a good time to show it. To show it, but you got to do it now.
That's how I feel about Jayson Tatum, though. He's this. He's a roller coaster.
But he hasn't.
All the time.
He hasn't been though. He's been consistent all year, and now that the post, and also this is potentially one of his worst playoff showings so far. Even though they're tied at 2 in the conference semis.
Yeah.
The 7 points, and he's had stinkers, and he is very lucky that he did not get called for an offensive foul on that play against Tyrese Maxey.
Oh,
That's Marcus Smart.
100%.
Marcus Smart is 15 feet away on the ground, and that's an offensive foul, and that 3 doesn't count. And we probably don't go to overtime as a result of it. But I don't know. He's just not. I'm just not trusting him to be the best player on the floor, which. Going into the series, it kind of looked like, oh, here we go, Embiid or Tatum, who you got? And it's more like, who's the best player on the floor, Jaylen Brown or James Harden right now? So
I've been banging the Jaylen Brown drum forever.
Yeah, I mean, Jaylen Brown's been amazing, and he's played obviously a huge role in their success so far. But
he's perfect as a complement to Jayson Tatum. You get a lot of that Jayson Tatum kind of versatile scoring across the court, but then you get the Jaylen Brown who actually can turn it on when he needs to turn it on. And when Jayson Tatum sits and you have Jaylen Brown on the court, at least he can do something about it. That's been difficult for them these last couple games. It's no surprise the series is tied 2-2, to be honest with you, because the way Tatum's been playing. So it also tells us a little bit more about how reliant this team is with Jayson Tatum playing this well, which also tells us how undervalued Jaylen Brown probably is.
Yeah. Is it fair to say Tatum's ceiling is definitely higher than Jaylen Brown's, but Jaylen Brown's floor is higher than Jayson Tatum's?
I think
do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, maybe. Sure. I mean, I think, Tatum's ceiling is definitely higher than Jaylen Brown's.
For sure.
Jayson Tatum has potential, all-time potential. I don't know that Jaylen Brown would really have to turn into something.
Well, I think it's early to
special.
I think it's early to mention this too, because it's like last year it was Jaylen Brown also only scoring maybe 7 points a game. In this series, in these playoffs, I've never felt like Jaylen Brown couldn't score at least 15 points. But with Jayson Tatum, there are times where it feels like, man, why couldn't you even score 15 gosh darn points?
Tatum can go for 50, but he could also go for 7.
But with
Jaylen Brown's going to go for
15 to 30 every night.
I feel like they're equally inconsistent. Yeah. I feel like throughout the last couple years and the last 3 years, they've been equally inconsistent. Also, they're equally injury prone. Tatum's 25. We have to keep that in mind.
Right.
Is players hit that all-timer level, typically around 26 and a half, 27. So,
I think Jaylen Brown's 2 years older than him.
I think so. Yeah,
like
he's around there. But I obviously, if I was building a franchise, I still would rather have Jayson Tatum than Jaylen Brown, and that's not a knock at all against Jaylen Brown. But Jayson Tatum, it's just because of that ceiling, like you mentioned. So
I definitely think it depends on obviously who you would have. Like if you're picking your first overall pick, you're obviously picking Jayson Tatum,
of course.
But if you have a team, I think Jaylen Brown fits with more teams than Jayson Tatum fits with.
I just think it's so interesting that we've seen this duo together since what would it be, 2018, something like that. It's just interesting because we've seen it from the very beginning of all right, it's always been Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Yeah. It's always been those two. And the whole thing of not breaking them up, or should they break them up and whatnot, yes, keeping them together is the best idea, sweetie. There's no doubt about it. And I think at the end of this, we're going to look at Jaylen Brown and be like, man, what more could we talking what if he was on a different team? What if he was the one on another team?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a conversation that's being had right now, especially,
we've been having it for 7 years. For 7 years.
Your nationality is changing. You're jumping all over you went from Louisiana to Mississippi in one sentence.
Louisiana and Mississippi are the same place.
So I mean, it all depends.
I'm not advocating for anything outside. Well,
it depends on what happens with them this year.
Yeah.
Do they go win a title? Then they're not breaking them up. Obviously, you're hoping to rack up rings.
If they go win a title, I think Jaylen Brown, I already thinks he should be a bigger, more focal point than he is. So, but do they give him that?
Yes.
I think you would have to.
You have to. If you go win a title
Does he
with
wanna
26-year-old Jaylen Brown and 25-year-old Jayson Tatum, and I don't know how
pay
old
whatever,
Marcus Smart
right?
is, you pay
But-
whatever you have to.
but
You go into the
does
luxury. You
Jaylen
keep the
Brown
two
wanna
of them, and you
stay
rack
there?
up rings.
Does Jaylen Brown wanna
Yeah,
stay
you
there?
go rack up rings, brother.
I think
In
Jaylen
one of the
Brown
most
thinks he can win
prestigious championship
anywhere.
cultures in the country.
He would have already left if he thought he could win anywhere.
He could go. He was under contract, but yeah.
Yeah, but players
Again.
can demand trades and stuff. That's sure. But I just think that if they go win a title, absolutely. If they lose this series, they might move them. And I think a lot of it does have to do with what happens this year.
You know who'd do very well together? Jaylen Brown and Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, I don't think that the Heat have enough for
The trade? No.
to get Brown. But all right, good job. On to question 3 now.
Jaylen Brown and James Wiseman.
Okay.
Yeah,
Who
move-
said that?
Moving on.
Who said that?
Ship him to Detroit. All right, round 3. Total point differential between the Lakers and Warriors through 3 games of round 2. Over under 7.5.
Okay. I thought you were like adding up
Yeah,
every
that's
game,
what
and I was
thought,
like,
too.
definitely not. But
Well,
I
yeah.
get it now. No, I like this total plus this total plus this total.
What's the total point differential between the
No,
three?
I understand the question. I was what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was misunderstanding before.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with over.
Yep.
It was like a 20 point. It was a 21. It was like 20.
It was
point.
like 30.
It was
and
30
then
last,
20.
not last night, the night before.
It's close, but I think it's over.
I think it's over. 'Cause I think it's like 8.
Over?
Over. Nah, it's not.
Yep.
Hey!
And you were right. It was 8.
Woo! Yes.
Oh boy, what a series we have on our hands here, huh? The Lakers took a 2-1 series lead on Saturday after a 30-point blowout of the Warriors in Game 3. Despite the win, the Warriors will look to tie the series tonight and head back to the Bay with home court. What have you seen so far in this one, and what do you expect for the rest of the series? Bayou Bob.
Well, tell you what, them Splash Brothers, they're doing the best they can with Jordan Poole, who looks like a high school walk-on who they just kind of let in the building and then didn't kick off the court eventually. Anyway, Kevon Looney still looks great. Andrew Wiggins. It's every time the Warriors lose a game, it's the same damn things they're talking about. It's, Clay can shoot 5 threes in the first quarter, but Darvin Ham and the Lakers, who are honestly defensive juggernauts with Anthony Davis, they can make adjustments. And after that first quarter, Clay only made like 2 more threes or something like that. So the defense of the Lakers can adjust quickly. The shots don't fall for the Warriors. It's just going to end up in a loss for the Dubs. So from what I've seen so far, Lakers are a really, really good defensive-minded team.
Yeah, they're the number 1 defense in the league.
They're
Best
very
record
good.
in the NBA since the trade deadline.
They're it's something that you can point back at this series if the Warriors lose and be like, oh, it was Anthony Davis.
Wow.
Oh, there's nothing you can do about Anthony. It was Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis got countered by Dre and JaMychal Green, and then the next game, Anthony Davis makes the adjustment himself to be a more versatile defender, stretch the floor more, and make JaMychal Green absolutely worthless.
Yeah.
It's a chess match, and I love watching it. So,
Justin.
This series has been great,
Mm-hmm.
except for the fact that I don't think any of us want blowouts. That's boring, right? So
Correct.
the point differential is a little misleading because it's like a 20-point
2
game.
blowouts and a really close game.
Exactly. And so I would really hope it would be closer than that in the actual physical and game by game. But Anthony Davis has shown us in
It's
the
coming.
in
It's
the
gonna
odd
happen.
in the odd number games, he
Mhm.
plays great.
It's just
In the
every other
even
game.
number games, he plays like shit.
Yeah.
And I think tonight the only hope the Warriors have to win this game, and I think we're ready for it, is a Steph Curry nuclear bomb game.
Ooh, wow. Wowee.
And the Warriors need to play this game like it's Game 7.
Yeah.
'Cause don't get me wrong, the fun story
Of
would
them
be
being up 3-1.
would
Yeah.
be that would be
oh yeah,
that would be awesome. That's storybook. Here we
Sure.
go. That's what we would want, right? So I do think this series goes 7. I did pick the Warriors in 7.
Mhm.
You could tell me because again, that's an odd number game, so
Mhm.
Anthony Davis would have a good game. But I think tonight we're in for a Steph Curry game that is crazy because we haven't seen it in this series yet. He had a good game last game, the game before last.
He was the only one on the court for the Warriors in Game 3. Yeah.
Yes,
Correct.
and he was running the offense in Game 2.
Yeah.
So like I think the leading scorer,
assists.
the leading scorer was Klay Thompson, and that's kind of if he can do that and they can win, that's awesome, and that kind of reserves his energy, in my opinion. That's how I felt about that game. Was he was reserving his energy, didn't have to play 40 minutes to win the game, and they won the game handily. Then they come out and they just completely blow last game. So I don't know what team we're getting from who any given night. I do think the series goes 7, and I think we see a 40-plus piece game from Steph Curry tonight to get them back to 2, and then it's a 3-game series going there, and then we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I felt like, I was thinking, oh, this is just going to mirror game or round 1 for the Lakers. They go up 3-1, lose Game 5, come back, win it in 6. And everybody's happy, except for Warriors fans, of course. But and then I saw today that they brought in Scott Foster. The Extender is what he's known as. The NBA wants as many Warriors-Lakers games as they possibly can get. I'm not saying it's rigged or anything. Obviously, if we want to talk about free throws, the Warriors are dead last in the league in free throw attempts because they don't drive to the inside or go to the basket at all. And Warriors fans, not you, Bob, but a large conglomerate of them are saying, it's rigged. They want the Lakers to win. They want LeBron to get it because the Lakers have been first in free throw attempts all year long, and the Warriors are dead last, and now that's showing up in the box score, and people are saying, oh,
shoot, partner. We go back to February when this was all coming out, and I refused to talk about it because it's just it's just different styles of play.
It's different
honestly.
styles of play. Yeah,
like everyone talking about Austin Reeves shooting more free throws than Steph Curry. It's an entirely different system.
He's in the paint. He's in the mid range. Yeah. He's not.
Do you watch basketball? Like, please. Like,
I'm not
it's
going
not
into
a
the
thing
paint with Anthony Davis down there either. That's I think the big portion here.
Yeah,
which AD on defense, Steph's like, I'm not making that.
And that's not this Warriors strong suit, but if with AD down there, who at times can be foul prone, I think you kind of got to try to get a few fouls out of him, because when he's not on the court, the Lakers defense doesn't fall apart, but it is not nearly as good, obviously, as when he's playing. So first off, I know I said this last week, but I'm just happy that we're seeing these teams go at it in the first place. Beyond that, AD. If he is the best player on the court, the Warriors don't stand a chance. If he wants to chill and not assert himself, the Lakers don't stand a chance. He is the most important player in the series. The entire series hinges on him. We're seeing LeBron start to find his rhythm. He's done this playoff run after playoff run. Warms up in the first round, kind of gets hot in the second, and then pipes it up when the time comes, conference finals or finals. But he's older. He's still got that nagging injury that we mentioned, and obviously that everybody knows about. But the Lakers need AD to be himself every night. I'd rather have you be 22-12 every night than 35-20 and then 8-9 or something the next game.
No, that's the that's the Anthony Davis experience, y'all.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. But he's not notoriously inconsistent. This is like the first run that we've seen, outside of the injuries, of course. This is the first time we've seen this kind of thing from him. But if he can just harness just a level of consistency that isn't being the best player on the court and then being a liability offensively, if they need to do both, and Darvin Ham needs to do a better job of getting him involved. I saw a tweet
getting him involved offensively.
Offensively, yes, because when he's dominating JaMychal Green, and nothing against Kevon Looney, brilliant offensive rebounder, but he
dominating JaMychal Green, y'all. Let's go, Anthony Davis.
Well, yeah, JaMychal Green and Kevon Looney do not stand a chance at defending Anthony Davis. The whole team gets up when he's cooking those guys. It's nothing against Kevon Looney as a player. He's a great player. Like I said, he's the best center that the Warriors dynasty has had, I feel. He's a brilliant offensive rebounder, great overall rebounder, but he's way too slow to keep up with AD. AD's hands are immaculate. He's playing at the peak of his powers every other game. Just harness it. Figure it out. Like I said, I think the Lakers go up 3-1 tonight and then come back to, I'm still calling it Staples, in Game 6 to win.
Yeah. Is it fair to say that the Warriors are probably missing the big body of James Wiseman right now to at least just throw at him? Because, you know what I mean?
No, because that JaMychal Green lineup was cooking the Lakers.
All right.
And good for Steve Kerr. He stuck with it to a degree, and then they still got blown out.
And then, Game 3, they adjusted. So
yeah, Steph had something to say today, and this game is going to happen in a couple hours. So by the time you're listening to this, you probably can either go look at the results and see if we're wrong or not. But Steph was asked, "Do you guys feel confident about your adjustments that you're going to make tonight, and he just smiled and nodded, didn't say anything about it. That makes me nervous. I don't like that. Don't do that. No, you're freaking me out. Don't be.
Steph playoff high incoming.
Gives me heebie-jeebies. All right, we could talk about the Knicks Heat that's going on right now as we speak. It is 7:09 p.m. on Monday, May 8th, and the Heat are up 8 with 8:15 remaining in the second quarter. The Heat are going to win this series, right?
Yeah,
I think. I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
The Knicks might win this game, but the Heat are winning this.
I picked the Heat in 7, and there was something my gut was telling me Heat in 5, but I just wasn't brave enough to do it.
What did I say? Did I say Heat 6 or Heat 7?
I don't remember what you said. We can go back and look at it when it's time for you called it next time.
Yeah,
all right, well, we'll wrap up. That will wrap up over under, and we've got a whole bunch of games today. So let's get to the next one with rapid fire trivia.
Hey, is you?
A very straightforward game here. You will have 60 seconds to correctly answer as many random NBA trivia questions as you can in a rapid-fire fashion. You'll each get a couple attempts, probably. I've got 33 questions, so we can go again if we need to. Each correct answer is worth 25 points.
Damn.
Think of a number between 1 and a million.
91.
That is correct.
Yep.
Finally.
Doggone it, he's done it.
Finally.
I knew it was like, I was like, that's right around there, so yeah.
Finally. All right, Bob, you want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, 60-ish seconds on the clock. Begin. Who is the head coach of the New Orleans Pelicans?
Pass.
Nope.
Who is the GM of the Washington Wizards?
Wes Unseld, senior.
Nope.
Nobody right now.
Oh.
Where are the Dallas Mavericks originally from?
Arlington.
Nope.
Dallas. How old is Trevor Ariza?
32.
Nope.
37.
Ah.
Where was Trevor Ariza born?
Toronto.
Nope.
Columbia. What team does Trevor Ariza play for right now?
He doesn't.
Yep.
He's not on a team.
Yes!
Who holds the record for most turnovers in a game?
Wilt Chamberlain.
Nope.
Mike Bantam.
Oh, close.
What is the record for most turnovers in a single game?
23.
Nope.
16.
Oh, shoot.
How many total career rebounds does Andre Kirilenko have?
7,820.
Nope.
4,352.
Whoa, overshot it.
How many teams has Gordon Hayward played for?
6.
Nope.
3. What team drafted Josh Smith?
Atlanta Hawks.
What team drafted Dominique Wilkins?
Atlanta Hawks.
Nope.
What team drafted Trae Young?
Atlanta Hawks.
Nope.
Technically, I guess not.
No, not technically.
Yeah,
Technically,
trade.
it was the
Yeah,
Mavericks, and it was a trade. So you get 2 for that one?
Yep, big 50
Nice.
points.
Yeehaw.
50 points. Right on. Justin, are you ready to begin?
No, after hearing those.
It's fun.
These are good.
All right.
right.
60-ish seconds on the clock.
Woo.
Begin. Who holds the record for most career personal fouls?
Oh, LeBron James.
Nope.
Kareem. What is the record for most career personal fouls?
2,304.
Nope. Nope.
4,657.
Damn.
Where was Magic Johnson born?
He was born in Detroit.
Nope.
Lansing, Michigan.
Yeah.
Who is the
That's
NBA's
close.
all-time leader in missed field goal attempts?
LeBron James.
Nope.
Kobe Bryant.
Oh, yeah.
What is the all-time record for most missed field goal attempts?
15,205.
Oh, so close. 14,481.
Whoa.
Who is the GM of the Indiana Pacers?
Larry Bird.
Nope.
Chad Buchanan. What team has the most franchise wins in NBA history?
The Lakers.
Nope.
Boston Celtics. What is the record for most franchise wins in NBA history?
In 2,905.
3,570. What franchise has played the least amount of games in NBA history?
The Hornets.
Nope.
Which Hornets?
New Orleans.
Nice.
Pelicans. We'll give it to you. How many games have the New Orleans Pelicans played?
1,212.
Nope.
Close-ish. 1,686.
Gosh.
Very close.
Golly. All right, Bob, you're going to get another shot at this.
Let's get him going.
60-ish on the clock.
All right.
Send him.
What college did Dwight Howard go to?
He didn't.
What is the name of the Portland Trailblazers' home arena?
Shoot. Pass. Dang it. That's an easy one.
Moda Center.
Modus.
What is the official capacity of the Moda Center?
16,788.
19,393. How many seasons did Zaza Pachulia play in the NBA?
He played for 9.
Nope.
8.
Oh,
How many teams did Zaza Pachulia play for?
3.
Nope.
7.
No,
What is Kawhi Leonard's middle name?
George.
Nope.
Anthony.
shit.
Who is the oldest player to ever play in the NBA?
Who? LeBron James.
Nope.
Nat Hickey.
Oh,
How
shit.
old was Nat Hickey in his final NBA game?
46.
Oh,
Nope.
45. And 360 days.
Oh.
Very close. How many times have the Nets made the playoffs in their 47 seasons?
17.
Nope.
24.
Oh, shoot.
Who is your favorite player of all time?
Rajon Rondo.
Oh,
Nope.
no.
Oh,
It's
shit.
Alex Len.
I can't believe I forgot
man.
yet
Yeah.
again.
That's all
Damn.
right. That's okay. So what do we finish that game with for you two?
75 for Bob, 25 for me.
Wow, look at that.
Nice.
Look at that.
Amazing. Well done, gentlemen. Okay, we got another game here.
Yep.
We got another game ready to go, and it's head-to-head 20 questions. In this one, you will each take turns asking me yes or no questions about a player I have chosen.
Okay.
Whoever guesses the player gets 100 points for the round. If neither of you do, I get the points. Question.
Boo.
Question and a guess, or just questions?
As many questions.
Once you guess, you can't guess again.
Correct.
Got you, okay.
Correctamundo, amigo. Mijo.
Migos. Mijos.
Mama. All right. Okay.
Mijos.
Think of a number between 1 and 10,000.
91.
9 to 2.
92 is closer. It was 910.
Ah,
All
man.
right, Bob.
gonna be
you want to
goofing
go
us for a
first or
while.
second?
I'm going first.
Okay. Begin.
Does this player play in the Eastern Conference?
No.
Does this player?
Nope,
That's
my
not
turn.
your turn anymore.
That's right. Thank you.
I want to ask a question,
Thank you, darling.
but I don't want it to be my question because I just am unclear.
Hey, I will determine if it's your question or not.
Okay, this is a current player, correct?
It is a current player.
And does that might count as my
Yes.
question? That's fair. Okay, I just didn't know if we were only doing current players.
Okay, it doesn't count. Yes, they're all current players.
Okay, so it's a guard.
Yes.
Okay.
Does this player play in the state of Texas?
No.
Is this a all-star? No all-star.
Does this player
No
play
All-Star.
in the state of Utah?
No.
Does this player play in the Northwest Division?
You guys always
I
tricking
love
me.
it.
up
I
with
love it
these
so
divisions.
much. Every time.
Y'all always be getting him on the
Asking
division.
me the
No.
mascot
What
questions
was the
now.
question?
Northwest.
Northwest. No.
Northwest Division.
So
Okay.
southeast. Southwest, sorry.
Sure.
Could be in the central though.
Nope.
Sure couldn't.
Well, there's a team that's in the Western Conference that plays in the central, so right?
Nope.
No.
Central is the
In
Eastern
East.
Conference.
Oh.
Third conference.
So
There's
sorry,
the
so I know
Pacific
we're
Division,
taking
the
time. I
Northwest
know we're taking
Division,
time
and
up.
the
So the Thunder are in the
Southwest Division.
Southwest. All right, gotcha. He's cooking. All right. Does this player play in the? Seen play for the Suns?
Yes.
I don't know.
Was this player Landry Shamet?
Yep.
Yeah!
Well done. Out of nowhere. Nice fire.
100 points?
Nice fire. Hundo.
Yeah.
Hundo piece on your face. Okay. 100 points for your head. There it is.
Thanks.
On to number 2. Justin, you get to start this time.
This is
Begin.
Eastern Conference player?
I don't remember. Hang on a second. No.
Is this a guard?
Yes.
Does this player play in the Pacific Division?
Yes.
Just
Does this player play for the Kings?
No. Enough. That no more team stuff. You got to do better than that.
so this is a guard, right?
Yes.
Is it, you said yes. Okay, so is this an all-star?
No.
No.
Does this player average 10 points a game at least?
Yes.
And this was a Pacific Division player. Is a guard. Is this player Jordan Poole?
No.
Nope.
You're out of the game. Bob.
Game.
One question, one guess.
Is this player? Does this player play in a state that shares a border with Arizona?
I said no more geographical, so.
Well, it was you asked
question.
teams, not geographical.
Yeah, okay, same.
Whatever.
You have to ask about the player.
We're
implementing
the player
the regular rules. 2
I'm okay
total.
I'm okay with it.
Did the player come off the bench this season?
At any point?
Correct.
No.
Wow.
Is this player Chris Paul?
Nope.
It is D'Angelo Russell.
Man.
D'Angelo.
D'Angelo.
He's never been an All-Star?
Never been an All-Star, no.
Wow.
Yeah.
What'd he get?
Didn't he sneak in on one?
No.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
2019. But he wasn't one this year. He wasn't one this year.
I didn't say this year.
You said an All-Star. You didn't say was an All-Star. Former All-Star. Has been. You said, is this player an All-Star? Wasn't an All-Star this year.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
either way, I gave you the right answer.
So if I said, is this player an NBA champion? Would it be for this year? Or just
No, I
ever?
think that's different.
Okay.
I think that's different.
I'm not that mad about it, to be honest with you. I guess wrong anyway.
Okay. Justin,
Nope.
you get to go second. Bob, you ready?
Hit me.
Begin.
Did this player play at least 2 years in college?
I would like to find that out for you there, brother. Give me a moment.
Oh, well. Okay.
No. No.
Fascinating.
Did not play 2 years in college.
No.
Okay. Is this player a starter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has this player or was this player traded this season?
No.
Is this player currently in the playoffs?
Yes.
Okay. Be kind of silly if it wasn't, to be honest with you.
Does this player average at least 10 points a game?
Yes.
It's an Eastern Conference player.
Yes.
Okay.
Did the what is their zodiac sign? Kidding.
Any question will do.
Yep.
I know, but
Still got a new game to get to.
Yep.
shoot, I mean, geographical questions are nice, but I don't know. Is this player Jayson Tatum?
No.
Nope.
Justin, one question, one guess.
One question, one guess. Does this player play in the Atlantic Division?
Again, I'm going to find out.
Geographical or not? No.
Oh, shit. That means that's 3 teams.
In what division?
The Atlantic Division.
Yes.
Yeah. Didn't narrow it down at all as much as I thought it was because I forgot about the Knicks. Is this player, and you said it was a starter,
Uh-huh.
and it is a guard.
Uh-huh.
Is this player Jalen Brunson?
Nope.
No.
Damn, who was it?
Tyrese Maxey.
I was my other guess! I hate me!
Oh, man. Oh, buddy. Don't be upset. It's all right. 200 points for me. Wait, 300 points for me? 200 points. Oh, yeah, you fired out of nowhere, Landry Shamet. Well done.
Pow!
Well done.
I figured since he had the game, he's
Impresso, mi amigos. So what are we at on the day so far there, Justine?
on the day so far. You have 200 points.
Good. I
And
need
Bob
more.
has 375 points.
Don't like that.
And I have 425 points.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
dang, that's not good for me, but good for you guys.
Thanks.
Maybe we'll be able to change the course of the episode with this brand new game called Stat Match.
Filthy. That's gross.
All right. In this game, I will list you 4 stats and 4 players. It will be your job to work as a team to correctly match the player with the stat that belongs to them. You get 50 points for every correct match, and I receive 50 points for every incorrect match. Now, earlier, Justin, on your computer, I pulled up a little tab that says Stat Match Safe. You can pull that up. Also, here it is on the screen.
Okay.
You can go ahead and just pay attention to the first one. I mean, I know they're all there and visible for you, but just kind of honor system, just pay attention to them. They're in no particular order, so, just so you see in them thinking ahead of time doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But, okay, so here's how this works. Like I said, I'm going to list 4 stats, then I'll list 4 players. It's up to you guys to mix and match and put what with whom.
As a tum?
Sorry, as a tum.
Tim?
Yes, as a team. Okay, and let's go back to this one. Question 1, your stats are 3.5 career turnovers per game, 6.2 career rebounds per game, 29% career three-point percentage per game, and 51% career field goal percentage per game. Your players are Chris Paul, Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James, and Dwayne Wade.
Well, that's the dang banana
boat
boat crew.
Got the banana boat.
Okay.
All right. Let's just go down the line. 3.5 career turnovers.
I'm okay with that being
Chris-
not Chris Paul.
Mm.
It's not Chris Paul.
All right, then it's either Dwayne or Carmelo.
Exactly.
All right, so let's move on. 6.2 career rebounds. I kind of want to say it's LeBron.
Yes, but I think LeBron's career averages, because I've heard Nick Wright say it so much, is 27, 7, and 7. So that's why I would lean towards that not being him and that more being Carmelo Anthony.
51% career field goal, however.
LeBron James.
Yes. And then 29% three-point.
Chris Paul, and therefore turnovers per game, Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, I thought that's what it would come down to, and I just don't.
You want to flip them?
Well, no, I see Dwayne Wade turn the ball over that much, but I also see Chris Paul turning it over that much. Kind of more historically, more leaning towards Chris Paul.
And they both don't shoot well from 3.
Dwayne Wade is not a great three-point shooter. I don't think Chris Paul is either. I don't know what that one was.
You helped us none
But-
in this scenario. I mean, I think it's 50. I think
my Chris Paul hate runs deep, so of course I want to say his is the 3.5 career turnovers per game.
I mean, I'm okay saying that because I think if we say that, we get 2 right and 2 wrong, and it's a wash.
Well, I think
So even if we're wrong, I think we get 2 right and 2 wrong. I think we have 2 right now.
listen to your heart.
It's calling for you.
Go with yours.
So how do you want me to give you the answer?
Let's do it like this. What stat do you have for LeBron?
51% career field goal percentage.
Nope.
What do you have for Melo?
Well, I mean, I guess I already have 6.2 career rebounds.
What do you have for Wade?
Turnovers.
Oh.
Nope.
And then Chris Paul, 29% field.
Nope.
No, it is LeBron, 3.5 turnovers per game. Melo, correct, with 6.2 rebounds per game. Wade, 29% from three-point shooting. One of the worst historical three-point shooters in the NBA history, Dwayne Wade. And Chris Paul, 51% from the field.
So that's
150 for me, 50 for you guys.
Woohoo!
Good job-ish.
Job-ish.
we were already ahead of him, so it's fine.
Okay. I needed those. Let's see what else we can get done. Maybe we should reveal it a different way. Okay.
We'll figure it out.
All right, here are your stats. 1.8 career blocks per game, 10.9 career rebounds per game, 51% career field goal percentage, and 24.6 career points per game. Your players are Dwight Howard, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem Olajuwon, and Shaquille O'Neal.
So I think the 10.9 rebounds per game is Shaq.
All right.
I think field goal percentage
Is Dwight.
is Dwight. 24.6 points per game, I think, is Hakeem.
And then throw in the Shaq 1.8.
No, 1.8.
See.
Wait. I said
Well,
51% to Dwight,
Right.
right? The rebounds to Shaq, the field goal percentage to Kareem, and so the 1.8 blocks. No, 24 point. I think 1.8 career blocks is Kareem.
Tell you what, if you
And the
want
24.6 points per game is Hakeem.
if it'll help you, you can actually type them into that and that chart there on your own computer if you'd like. Just kind of keep track if you want.
Yeah.
Should update on the screen. Just in case. You don't have to.
Hang on. Jesus Louises. So yeah, I think it's 51% up here. I think it's 1.8 here. I think it's 24.6 there. Meaning I've got 51% for Dwight Howard. I've got 1.8 blocks per game for Kareem. I've got 24.6 points per game to Hakeem. And I've got the 10.9 rebounds per game to Shaq. And I don't know how you feel about all those things.
I think we switch Shaq and Kareem when we call it. What do you say?
Okay, I can get on board with that because they both played forever. Okay. Okay. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
1 second,
You're good.
Thank you. There it is.
So your official answers are Dwight Howard with 51%, Kareem with 10.9 rebounds per game, Hakeem with 24.6 points per game, and Shaq with 1.8 blocks per game.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be 4 buzzers, aren't you?
I sure.
Nope.
Unfortunately, those are all incorrect, gentlemen. Dwight Howard has 1.8 blocks per game in his career. Shaq, 10.9 rebounds per game. You were right at first. Hakeem, 51%, and Kareem, 24.6.
Man.
Close, though.
Tough.
Close. Back and forth. 200 to me. Appreciate you. All right, round 3. Let's get this game wrapped up. Your stats are 14.6 points per game, 8.3 field goal attempts per game, 62% free throw percentage per game for career, you know what I'm saying, and 3.6 assists per game. The players are going to be Jalen Green, Kyle Lowry, Mark Jackson, and Bob's favorite, Delonte West.
Yeah, we're big Delonte West fans out here.
Speak for yourself.
All right, so I think Jalen Green, I think that's the field goal attempts.
Okay.
He's a very horizontal player. Gets down the court, north to south, draws the fouls. I think Kyle Lowry has the 3.6 assists.
Okay.
Mark Jackson, 14.6. He's the only one on this list, I think, is making that many points. Either him or Jalen Green. We can talk about that one, though.
Okay.
And so that leaves Delonte, of course, with 62% free throw percentage.
I don't hate the Delonte thing or the Mark Jackson one. You know what? I like them all. I think Kyle Lowry might have more assists than that, but I don't have a better answer for it because he's gonna hit his free throws kind of. He's gonna average. Kyle Lowry averages more than 14.6 a game.
But 3.6 for assists is, I think, pretty spot on.
He's a point guard.
He's not that.
They all are.
I know, but like Delonte West screams doesn't assist the ball well.
Kyle Lowry just doesn't.
And also Jalen Green young. I could see him struggling on a bad team this season.
Free throw percentage. I think free throw percentage might be the thing that gets Jalen Green here. I think I either remember him as a historically bad free throw shooter or he gets the line the most. And I remember more of him getting the line the most.
You could talk me into switching Jalen Green and Delonte West. You could talk me into 62% for Jalen Green and 8.3 for Delonte West because he's chucking the ball. And he didn't play that long. So it's not like he played forever and his field goals went down. It's when he played, he was playing.
I'm in. Let's switch Delonte and Jalen.
All right, let's switch Delonte and Jalen. So, Jalen Green, field goal percentage. Delonte West, field goal
free throw.
attempts.
And then
Field goal attempts. Yep. I think I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna get
So your final answer is Jalen Green with 62% from the field, or sorry, free throw percentage.
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry, 3.6 assists per
Yeah.
game. Mark Jackson with 14.6 points per game. And Delonte West, 8.3 field goal attempts per game.
Yeah. Damn it. What a turnaround it would be.
Nope.
Yay!
You got one right. So Jalen Green does have a 62% free throw for his career. Kyle Lowry does average 14.6 points per game.
Yeah.
Mark Jackson with 8.3 field goal attempts per game. And Delonte West, 3.6 assists per game over the course of his career. That's another 150 to me, 50 to y'all.
Yeah.
So what is that? Was that 500 to 150 for y'all for that game?
Excuse me?
I clicked off of the wrong
I don't know
thing.
my math. You clicked
Something like
it
that.
wrong. It's
Yeah,
all right.
500 or 100.
500 to 100. Amazing. Love it. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, so what does that mean we finish on the day then?
On the day, I'm not good at technology. On the day, 700 for you, 475 for Bob, and 525 for me.
Okay, I like that.
Yes.
Delicious. That last
Yes.
game helped me out quite a bit.
Yeah.
And we'll be throwing Trey some additional points to help him stay in the month. And I think with that, it's time that we gamble these points away.
Huh?
And props to you.
All right, so here we are, folks. Michael, you're in first place.
Yes.
You've got Kevin Durant's over with you haven't told me. You have over.
One is under.
You want is under. Kevin Durant's under 30 and a half versus the Nuggets. You've got 3,050 points. How many are you betting?
I'm gonna bet. Oh gosh, I want to get greedy. I'll do 1,000.
1,000 big ones. Bob, you've got 1,975 points, and PJ Tucker's over 3.5 versus the Celtics. How many points are you betting?
Amazing.
Well, just give me 500.
Oh, okay.
Golly.
Not trying to come back.
Your life on PJ Tucker.
Loves losing. I've got Nikola Jokic is under 30.5 versus the Suns back at home. And I'm gonna bet 1,500.
Wowza.
Trying to make it back.
He gonna make you pay
That's
for
where we're
that
at.
one.
That's where we're at.
You're taking Jokic's under 30 and a half?
He gonna make you pay.
Yep. I think he's gonna have like a 27, 17, and 17 game.
17 and 17? That'd be crazy.
He did it the other day.
That'd be amazing.
30, 17, and 17 the other day.
Wild.
Dang.
Yeah, he's showing he's got it.
Well,
First time ever. All right, everybody. If you, listening or watching at home, want to keep track of all those game picks as they're out the week, be sure to hit the link in the description of this episode to join our chalkboard group chat. It is a fun and free way to support the show. So go ahead and do that. Also, look out for playback live streams. We're going to be doing some of those throughout the playoffs. So always a good time. Go grab some Yay Basketball merch. YayBasketball.com for some exclusive YB merch. A My Man Timothy Duncan tee, a Touch the Grass tee, all that kind of stuff. So hit the link in the description to do that. As always, everybody, thank you so much for listening. Be sure to like, subscribe, rate 5 stars on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, share with friends, and follow us at Yay_Basketball on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram.
Add me on the ground.
Just a reminder, we are recording live from the Yay Studio.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
All right, Bob, you were released from
Thank
your...
God. I wasn't going to do it. I was like, thank God this is over finally. Like, holy thank you very, very much.
Don't you find, though, that you kind of get stuck in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's just like, man.
But then you catch yourself and you're not doing it. You go, gotta get back into it.
I
It's
mean,
tough.
it was always like I would kick my lower jaw out like that, so it kind of like get me right in the mood just to pop off on some Draymond Green talk.
I put like 8 new punishments in the Stein this week, so we are locked and loaded for like a year and a half.
You should put like
keep them rolling.
Put like a roulettes in there. Like trade your punishment to somebody else.
Ooh, that'd be fun. That's
what
a good
about
idea.
what about just swapped clothes? So like we just had to like wear each other's like shirts.
Pretty sure
and
we're all
pants.
larges, so I think it's fine. I don't think that's that weird.
But like what I'm just saying, like you always wear black, and it was just like Justin in all black, and like that just the glasses
I'm wearing
and everything.
the Air Goku shirt. Anything for the people, Bob?
Nothing at all. Thanks, guys. Love you. Go touch the grass.
Justin.
I mean, thanks for watching. Appreciate you. I mean, it's pretty chill day today. Pretty chill.
Pretty chill day. Fun, a whole bunch of games. Go enjoy these playoffs. Got some good games cooking up. Had a good time so far. And
Heat up 8.
yeah, I was about to say before we log off here, Heat up 8 at the half, 56-48. So Heat might take a 3-1 lead here. We shall see. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening.
Game playing Tom Thibodeau in the garden.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. We love you. Don't forget. Yay, basketball.